What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something. Centraal Beheer building a better quality video. Let's jump in and see where we're going. No idea. We've seen some Centraal Beheer things, commercials, funny commercials, what we saw before. But let's see where we're going with this one. Let's do it. If you enjoy it, make sure you get over to the original poster. Grab more, some love. Let's go.
In the early 1970s, Britain faced a choice. Would we embrace American-style workplaces as championed by Norman Foster and all the architects that subsequently copied him? Or was there another way?
There's got to be a better way. If it's the American way, there's always got to be a better way. Maybe.
If only British architects like Foster had looked to Europe instead of America back then, everything might have been so different. There's one building here in the Dutch town of Apeldoorn
that is a gorgeous building.
Centraal Beheer, designed by the visionary architect Herman Hertzberger. Now this is the kind of building I think is a real icon of architecture. And this guy over here, he's the real superstar of architects.
But they are waiting for us.
Is Professor Hertzberger famous in China?
Yeah.
Wow, that is. Look at this. It's like being with Madonna or something.
This building, a stack of perfect cubes on the outside, seems like it might be quite simple on the inside. In fact, the cubes create an intricate space. Just trying to find your way around this labyrinth can be confusing, but it's also...
It looks confusing. I would be so lost. And I don't even see any signs telling you where to go if you're looking for this wing or that wing or... Look at this.
Just trying to find your way around this labyrinth can be confusing.
Look at this. It's a legit like that. You ever seen that picture where some people are walking upside down, some people at the stairs are upside down, sometimes they're walking off in the distance. Yeah, that's what this looks like.
Confusing, but it's also incredibly stimulating to wander over the terraces and the tiers. It's the complete opposite of a bland, open-plan office.
I want this to be my office. Let me get an office like that.
To make it a city. And to make it sort of outside.
Yeah.
The light coming from above, the material of streets, and this has the feeling of a Mediterranean city.
Yeah.
These workspaces have very low ceilings. Feels almost cozy, but they also encourage concentration. That's why operating tables have low ceilings above them as well. But when you want to break free from your desk and have a brainstorm, there are always balconies perched out onto this beautiful atrium with natural light flooding down and stimulating sights and sounds everywhere.
The thinking was to make individual working places, yet having communication, making it all together one social space. The important thing is we worked very hard on the acoustics. People can talk and you're not too much distracted.
Yeah, I was literally just wondering about that in my head. Well, if everyone's talking at once, it's going to sound like a mall. But if you've specifically done things to make it to where not everybody is going to be distracted by you.
Uniquely, when this building opened, the staff were asked to completely furnish their workspaces themselves.
So did you come up with the idea of people bringing their own furniture, their own stuff and knickknacks?
At that time, that was the end of the 60s, that was a need, an urge for people to show their identity. And they were sort of competing each other with things, with animals. They brought in birds and animals and things. There's one thing I know, that is that the restaurant was so popular that people who used to go home to their wives for lunch stayed in the building. And of course, there were very many relationships because you see each other all the time. And so this was going to be very free.
Yeah.
And it caused also marriage problems.
Really? The building caused marriage problems? You're to blame. You're to blame.
I was to blame.
This is what architecture should be. It should be a three-dimensional, stimulating, tactile, human thing.
It is seriously amazing.
The look of it.
Many architects, they get strokes from God, you know, and they, you know, this doesn't work that way. It's not the structure that that's important, but what people can do with it.
Can you talk a little bit about where that idea came from?
Where did this idea disappear is for me a more interesting question, because of course the user is, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it to make the life possible.
And a whole lifetime in this building was also possible. 40 years after they appeared in this wonderful footage shot here at Centraal Beheer, 2 of the original staff have only just moved out of the building.
Imagine being in a place that made you want to stay there. Like, most of us are like, I can't wait to get out of the house. I can't wait to get out of this office. Imagine being in a place where you're like, man, I can't wait to go back to work.
So did you love the building when you moved in?
Yes.
Yeah, directly.
Directly.
What did you love about it? What was it?
It's nice. It is warm, like a living room.
What did it feel like to move out, to not work here?
Crying.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of
It's
your...
like what you have with a birth. What is an alpha-string?
Oh, you're cutting the accord. Cutting the accord.
And this was also here.
Wow.
That's freaking crazy. I really didn't want it to end. Seeing how emotional someone could get about a building that they worked in. Like, almost all Americans that I know can't wait to get off work. Can't wait to run away from that place and not have to look at it again tomorrow. At the end of the weekend, we're like, yo, I'm out of here. I can't wait to not look at this place till Monday. But to have a place where everyone's like, yo, this is where I need to be. I want to be right here. The food is good and the atmosphere is good. That is crazy to have architecture like that. Definitely an eye-opening experience. Get over and show Grab More all the love in the world. Smash the like button if you liked it. The dislike button, but I won't believe you. Till the next one, I'm Combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe, but love you to the moon and back. Peace.